Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Zach Lesage here. Today we're gonna be covering over another post-rotation Journey Together tier list. We've had some online tournaments, so I have some more results. I have some things to talk about. I added a few more icons from the comment section. So we're gonna have a little bit more of a full-fledged thing. 36 or so decks here, if I can do my math right. So let's jump into it. I changed the way that I've been doing it. I've always been adjusting, but right now we're going to be putting it in the best, pretty much S tier. These are decks that I think are going to absolutely demolish Atlanta regionals, do pretty well. There's the really good tier. Those decks are almost good, really good picks. Almost the best. Kind of good is like, we're cooking a little bit. Then there's like the mid decks that are just like exist. Then we get into the kind of bad and the really bad. And I know like a lot of people are like on one side, they're like, Zach, we trust your opinion. Who cares if you need to explain things or not? Or Zach, we hate your opinion because you hated on my deck. This is just my opinion. Play whatever deck you want, whatever deck you can afford. And if you need any cards, check out Kayfabe Cards and check out PTCGL store if you're trying to hook it up when it comes to the Shuffle Squad discount. You know what I'm saying? Check out the description. Okay, I'm gonna click whatever deck I want to start with. Which deck do I start with? Terrabox is a deck I think previously I put it in the best decks. I think I want to put Terrabox at really good. And one of the reasons why I want to put it at really good is because Terrabox doesn't have all the answers for Terrabox inside of Terrabox. Like if we run into a Pikachu, we either have to boss around Pikachu or we just can't deal with it. I don't think that necessarily puts it as the best decks. It doesn't have all of the things there. It's up there, but I think it's slipping a little bit. That's why I'm going to put it in really good this week. We're going to start it off with the controversial punch. You know you're watching the channel for some reason. Like the video, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. For Alligator's a deck that I'm going to put out kind of good. It did win the Champions League, but I don't think it's getting enough play. I think that it has, like, a lot of people are playing counters, like Cornerstone in their deck, so I think it's kind of good. Next deck that I'm going to put in is Slowking. I think Slowking's kind of bad. It's not mid enough where, like, if, like, there's just too many moving pieces. I mean, maybe it's mid, but like, it's not really bad. I'll put it like that. And it's not kind of good. There's just too many moving pieces when it comes to the deck. And in a world where a lot of decks are sniping your Pokemon turn one, that's probably where it's at. Decks that aren't really great. We're going to put down Greninja right now. It's just too slow. And you need to be a stage 2 Pokemon EX. So when Pokemon are getting sniped down for the same reason as Slowking, Terrabox, even though I only put it at really good, is a very popular deck. People are sniping your Pokemon to your bench, and the way that you're loading up your energies and all that stuff, I feel like you're going to lose to a lot of the top decks. Raging Bolt, Belly Bolts. I'm going to put it at mid. I think like any Raging Bolt deck is pretty good. Raging Bolt seems okay. With Belly Bolts, maybe it could be kind of bad, but I'm feeling generous today. Archaladon Poison is really good right now. Being able to turn one donk with Pekkarunt and being able to be an Archaladon, scale your damage, that's really good right now. It's not the best, but it's okay. I think Gardevoir, I didn't realize that Lilia's Clefairy worked on all your Psychic Pokemon. Or at least like I didn't fully play it out like it did. I haven't played against much Dragon decks on my Gardevoir deck. I think Gardevoir is like, I need like an in-between here because I don't think it's like, it's between kind of good and really good. The based off results right now, I'm going to give it really good. If you're a Gardevoir believer, it's still out there. Conkeldurr, we're going to put down at really bad. Stage 2 Pokemon EX decks are just not where it's at unless you're playing like Dragapults or maybe Charizard. Goldango to Dunsparce is definitely one of the best decks. I know some of y'all are going to be like, what? The Dunsparce EX and the Baby Dango really help out a lot. I have a list with Vengeful Punch to get around Pikachu. I think it's a solid play when it comes down to it. And I think it handles a lot of the metagame better than most people think. Charizard, Noctowl, very good. Really good deck. Not part of the best. I think it's like one of the top like 5 or so decks. It's not seeing as much play. But I've been playing around with my friend Jackson Ford's list, and his list is fantastic. He's one of the best Charizard players of all time. So I think he wrote a guide about it. Check him out on Metafy. I know Dragapult Iron Thorns is something that people requested. I'm gonna put it at mid. I hate that I'm putting it at mid. It's Dragapult, but I just think it's like diet Dragapult when it comes down to it. Archaludon double, I think it's kind of good. I don't think it's as good as the poison package right now. I might change my mind on that. But just like the Archaludon deck, being able, like, I mean, I guess the bosses like built-in Gust with double is kind of cool. Ancient Box, there's a lot of decks that I don't want to hit up at the top. I'm gonna put it at really bad right now, and I'm one of Ancient Box's biggest believers. Blissey, I think, is kind of good. It has some walls, it has access to Monkey Dory, like it seems okay. I haven't put too much time testing into it or anything else like that. Like obviously I'm not going to test every deck in the top 36, but it's kind of cool. Chen Pao, I'm going to put it at kind of bad. Again, we're going to be putting these, like, there's too many decks that they just evolve, knock you out. Dragapult has answers. It exists, but it's like not the best. Cerulege, probably gonna put in kind of bad as well. I just don't think it necessarily holds its own in the format. I think it's like, I think it's a good deck. I think it's like not terrible, but it's not good enough to be mid. So I'm putting it at kind of bad. Festival lead, there's too many things that are wiping us out. So we're gonna put it at really bad. I think there's just low enough HP, not really holding its best. It's all right. We're gonna go Goldango Dragapults at kind of good. I don't think it's as good as Goldango to Dunsparce, but it seems like it's decent enough. Dragapult Charizard, same reason. I think that it's like it's not as good as other Dragapult builds, but it does exist in this format, can be kind of cool. Palafin is going to be a deck that I'm going to put at mid. It's like not bad, it's not good, but like when it sets up, I think it has like 340 HP. It's a weird setup, but it seems really fun to play. And I think it's just kind of cool. Iono's Belly Bolts Voltorb deck is probably going to be kind of bad. I just don't think it's seeing enough success. Not really where we want it to be. Milotic is going to be kind of good this week. I think if you kind of hit the good matchups, you're kind of having a good day. If you kind of hit the bad matchups, you're kind of having a bad day. Obviously, that's goes without being said, but like, you know what I'm saying. Enzork, mid. I think like it has the makings of a good deck, just not enough to copy. When it comes down to it, Zorak is probably going to be good as a draw engine in a lot of decks. Roaring Moon, same reason, mid. You could be knocking out some Pokemon, but I think with some of the decks at the top, it's going to be a tough time up there. Iron Hands Future Box, I think is kind of good right now. Seems kind of good at the very least. Being able to have Iron Hands in this format, I just like it. I think Mamoswine is a definition of a mid deck. Once it gets set up, it's basically unstoppable with Blaziken and Pidgeot, but it just doesn't really hold its own against a lot of different matchups. Dragapult Dusknoir, one of the best decks in format. I think it's absolutely amazing. Really like that deck right now. So check it out. I'm hosting a masterclass on it this week. Eevee box, I'm going to put out kind of good. I don't think it's as good as Charizard when it plays Briar. I don't think it's as good as Terra box in general. It has some cool options, but it's not bad. It's not mid. It's kind of good. Frostlass Monkey Dory, I'm going to put out mid. Decks like that, typically your opponent can play around by benching around it, but Bidoof, Monkey Dory, Frostlass can be really tough to deal with. Same thing with Great Tusk. I think that when it comes to control decks, that might be something interesting to consider. But right now it's probably mid. It's not seeing enough play. I actually think the Hopzation deck is kind of good. Being able to snipe your opponent's Pokemon and hit the active pretty hard can be kind of good. I don't think it's much more than that, but it, like at the right metagame, it could have a good day. Hydrapple is probably going to be not great at all. I just don't think it has the staying power in the metagame. Hydreigon's going to be a step above that kind of bad, not really where we want it to be, but that's okay. Wallstall, I think, is going to be... I put Milotic at kind of good. I think that Milotic build's the best way to play it. I think that it's probably mid. maybe kind of good might be fair, but they're more or less the same deck. Terrapico's Bufalon's been taking over a lot of online tournaments. I think the deck is really good. I think we need to explore it. It might actually be one of the best decks in format. Just being able to lower your damage, your opponent's damage output with Bufalont sounds really good. And then Raging Bulls, I think, is also really good. Just being able to rip your opponent's Pokemon to shreds. So I think this is a pretty balanced list when we think about it. I kind of liked having the 6 category. So I think I'm probably going to go with this structure. It made me sort things out pretty nicely. I don't think I need another category of like the best decks is literally just the really good category, and where I think the top best or couple best decks are going to be. I think as I'm looking at this, Pidgeot Control is one of those decks that I think I'd like to add on this list. But if there's any other decks that you want to see on this list, let me know. We're going to be covering a lot of content. I know that Blake and I covered some tabletop content this week. We have the top 10 best decks coming up. We have a lot of things coming up. I'm going to put out some deck profiles really soon, so I hope that you all enjoyed watching this. And if you did, love that. And if you want some more personal content from me, check out my Metafy page. It's in the description. I have my group classes, guides, all that great stuff. So we'll catch up with all y'all soon. Peace out and have a great one, and stay tuned for more great content. Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes.
Tabi no hajimari wa tsune ni michi e no ippo de aru. Sore wa yami e to tsuzuku. 初めの一歩を踏み出すには勇気がいる。そして旅の終わりには旅を始めた時の自分とは別人になっているかもしれない。旅に出よう。物語の次の章がお主を待っている。将軍の道を歩め。侍の箱とともに。アルティメットガードが送る冒険の第一章。刀将軍の道近日発売。
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed the content that we have today, and maybe you'll click on one of these other videos, enjoy those videos too. If you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments what video you want to watch next. Until next time, we'll catch up with all y'all later. Have yourself a great day.